Hello, hello, my beautiful, amazing souls, and welcome to Friday Night Tarot and Chill. Tonight, I am so excited to be joined by the amazing Amanda and the lovely Lala, and I'm sure a few more will join in as they feel called and as they are ready. But just for today, we are going to be sharing some messages just for you, for your path moving forward. So I'm really excited to be here today to share some messages, to get into our divine purpose, and to just share a little bit of community space. So if you would like to join us in just a short meditation to be able to get us started today, I am, yeah, am I frozen?
You're frozen again.
Why does it always do that? What's up with the
I don't
frozen?
know.
What's up with the frozen bit? Um, do we want to do a meditation to get started? Short meditation, short meditation.
Yeah.
Um, am I unfrozen now?
Um, it's still showing you as frozen on YouTube. Let me refresh. We're good now.
Okay, good. Hi, YouTube. It's good to see you all. Just chilling in the cove on a Friday night. Being the best that we can be, showing up as ourselves authentically. All right, now, if you would like, and as you feel called to join me in a short meditation, just be able to ground our energies in together. I'm going to leave my eyes open for this meditation because it's a bit of a Friday night and we're going to vibe with it. So today I invite you to take a moment just to look around the room. Find one thing in the room that you're grateful for, one thing that brings you joy, one thing that brings you joy, fills your heart with gratitude. Something different. Don't pick the same thing you always pick. It's got to be something different this week. And then once you have your thing, we're just going to take a few gentle breaths in our own space and looking at this object, allowing the gratitude to grow in our hearts with each breath we take. Allowing the gratitude for just this object to expand into the whole room, to be grateful for our living spaces or wherever we may be in this time space, but gratitude nonetheless. And with another breath, allowing this gratitude to grow as big as your city, being grateful for our community, for our neighbors. And with another big breath, letting that gratitude grow all the way to the world, to the size of the world. We're gratitude for the whole collective today. And with another breath, allowing that gratitude to expand and grow as large as the entire universe, expanding out to the infinity. And if you haven't yet, I invite you to drop your shoulders, maybe do a little wiggle, let it kind of flippy floppy back into space. And if you haven't, also take your tongue off of the roof of your mouth and maybe give yourself a little yawn. That's just to stretch your face. It's fine. You don't have to actually. And maybe just for today, we're going to put all of our worries to the side for this time space that we're here together, just to allow ourselves to be present. So if you'd like to, you can imagine holding one thing in your hand that you've been stressing about all day today. Whatever it is, put it in your hand. Imagine it as an object. And then you're going to put it in a little boat that's floating in the water in front of you. And whenever you're ready, you're going to let the current of the water take that little boat and sail it on downstream. And watch your worry float downstream. Bye bye. No more. All right. Whenever you're ready, you can just bring your awareness back into this space, back into your body. And we're going to start off with a little bit of tarot and chill, some good messages. So Really excited to be here. It's another beautiful week. We've just merged through tons and tons of energies. And here we are. We've come out on the flip side. Things feel a bit wonky. It feels a bit weird. We're not quite settled in this energy just yet, but we're getting there. We're getting there. The first card that I have for you guys today is from the Raven's Wand Oracle. And this is a card that says standing tall. And just by the imagery on the card, I can see that this is telling me that you have had to endure on your path. It's not been easy. You've gotten deep in your head. You've gotten stuck in different situations. Maybe you've been isolated. Whatever the situation may be, you have not had an easy path, yet you have found the strength to continue on. And not only have you found the strength to continue on, but you've done so in a way that truly honors yourself, your ancestors, the people that have walked before you, honoring, you've gained a deeper wisdom for what life has to offer. As Wildwood's coven mother, Valana Gulfcross, watches over her witches from her treetop abode as she has for over 50 years, she is proud of them all. And although she is their chef, she regards herself as there to serve them. She is mindful of their needs and finds her own spirit lifted when she lifts theirs. In this way, goodness begets goodness, and Vallona's example ensures that Wildwood remains a bastion of healing and love. There's a certain burden that comes with being a leader, especially a leader that just kind of fell into the leadership, but you hold it with grace and honor. And sometimes we can't escape being around other people or other situations that don't really support us or support where we want to be. But you will continue to find the strength within yourself to move forward. Okay, that's all I have. I'm going to pass the talking stick over to Amanda, and we will get these collective messages moving. I do want to note that we will be holding space for individual messages today, and I feel we will probably do more individual readings than we will collective readings tonight. All right, Amanda, talking stick is all yours.
Alrighty, so I got one card. It's from Les Vampires, and it is the Anti-Hero. And I love everything about this card. This card that screams me. But it says Maverick, Risk Taker, Rule Breaker. I am going to read from the book, but the immediate feeling I get from this card is that the energy right now is about walking your own path and not letting other people's projections onto you dictate where you're going to go and what you're going to do. There's rules that are necessary and rules that can be broken, and there's rules that should be broken. And this feels like a rules that should be broken kind of energy. But let's see what the book has to say. So it says, you are doing a good thing, but it is unlikely you will wear the garland of the hero, or be recognized for any real contribution to the greater good. You are not the kind of being who people acknowledge, and it has been this way for a long time. This is because most people are trained to recognize what looks good, from appearances, the kind of jobs people have, and the way humans even walk and talk. And the person, the human being you are, is something that cannot be identified and classified simply. But the truth is that you have done a very good thing. You are a safe person, a good one. Apparently that's really important, so I'm going to read that again. You are a safe person, a good one. and we can sense this from you, and we wish to acknowledge the valor and the brightness that surrounds you. The deed that you have done will not be recognized as soon as you would wish, but the impact it has will ripple out through the energy of the world, and in return, you will be noticed by many, many who will also not quite fit in, or be recognized despite the good they do. Do not take this to heart. Another important one. Ugh. Do not allow this to ever prevent you from doing what you are urged to do. And do not allow all the moments where you've been unlike your best self to define you. You're a mixture of what people call good and bad, or what I like to call morally gray. And what is taking place now is a kind of working your way through what you feel you must do to rebalance the ledger in life. This does not mean that you will ever receive an award or be offered a hand to shake. You may even fail to be recognized again and again. But right now, we see you. Another important one. I'm going to be yawning a lot through this, I feel like. And so many others see you too. And you will find that creatures who are less socialized will trust you and come to you. The young, animals, creatures whose senses are more alert, and who rely on feeling rather than what they see. You are a truly beautiful soul in parts. And yes, you have done things that have been called wrong, and were. But humans are complex, and they enjoy calling you wrong, for then they feel superior and draw attention to their supposed goodness. All are the sum of their actions and their choices within the circumstances. Even the roughest and most humble among us can be the hero, and those who are greatest and most seen to do good often are glorifying in their own virtues. Do not fear. You're a walker of the night, and yet your time will come. You will inspire love. You are more than those who cannot see you say you are. Their voices are empty. Your life, although strange, is full. And that's it for that. You muted.
It's cool. I'll just talk to myself. It's fine. I'm going on about how on point that was. That's it. Lala, do you have a message for the collective?
I do. I have several, so bear with me because
Go
I'm
for it.
using different decks than I normally do. And first of all, I want to point out that the first deck that I picked up had a card stuck in it. So I don't know if I read this the last time for Tarot and Chill, but I feel like it's relevant to what you just said, so I'm going to read it again.
Yes, please.
Because it was stuck in the book, and I don't know if I just like stuck it in the book, or I don't know how it got there, honestly. So if you could listen to the last Tarot and Chill and it's a repeat, sorry about that. But also maybe we didn't get the message the first time. So I'm gonna read that, but then it also kind of segues into the next cards that I got from two different decks. So there's a very clear message coming through. The first card is be proud. So I just want to like take a second to look at this image because you can see the kind of gentle reverence that she has. Like she's reflecting about very contemplative. And also the peacock. So it's like peacock is confidence, right? So it says it's time to celebrate all that you've achieved, all that you are, and all you will become. Every once in a while, it's important to stop and acknowledge what you've achieved and to be proud. So last time I think we were talking about the intentional pause, and I feel like it's still time for that, but we're still in this phase because we still have to like stop and just acknowledge where we're at right now and how far we really have come. Like enough of the, new you, new me, or whatever, the new year, new me, whatever. Like I have to be better. Like we were talking about last time, I have to be better and I have to do this and I have to whatever. No, stop and recognize how far you came. So this is also a message from your ancestors or your star family or whatever you resonate with, because I want to read from the book. Okay, so it says, "We are so proud of you. The spirit world wants you to stop right now and listen. We want you to honor the hard work you've done and pat yourself on the back. Whether you've moved through a difficult or painful situation, achieved a significant success at work, conquered a new skill, learned a new language, beat your personal best in your favorite sport, or simply that you just let go of everything that was holding you back for your highest good. This card is letting you know how vital it is to honor and acknowledge yourself by feeling proud." I just want to say something about that too, because like we're oftentimes told pride is like a ego thing, right? And that we shouldn't express pride. It's okay to have pride in yourself. I just want to say that. I don't know why. So pause for a few moments and hold this card. Enjoy the moment while you bask in your own pride as you let the warmth of that feeling wash over you. As you do, you feel the sense of achievement and smile for the whole world to see. Right now, it's all about celebrating your successes. Once again, be proud of how far you have come and have faith in how far you will go. So reflection, right? But also I got take a break. So a life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill, which I do want to read the book because this deck, I don't know if you guys know what this is. It's Rebecca Campbell's Work Your Light. And it's really helpful for shadow work, or like self-improvement things. So it's got some really good tips of action steps. So I do want to read that, but I found it interesting that I pulled from a different deck. I was like, oh, I'm just going to see which deck I want to use. And these messages all came out. So cleansing waters, purification activates vibrant life force. Now I don't have the book for this one, so we have to take it for what it is, right? But renewal, purification, taking a break. Maybe it means taking a bath, like a ritual bath, or going to some kind of waters or something to purify your life force. And then also grounding. And this one says, go deep, explore your roots. So there's a message coming through like, take a break, connect back with yourself and with nature, and be mindful of your current reality. It's not always about where you're going or where you're going to do next or whatever. Sometimes it's just about being here now. So I want to read the book on this one. Let me find it. This is a weird book. I have to find it for a second, so sorry as I fumble. I got it quickly. Okay. So don't laugh at me, Kristen. So it says, it's okay to take a break and enjoy your creations, to take a moment from your busy schedule, to get off the treadmill of life, to appreciate and acknowledge all that you have created, achieved, and released. So again, like you see the theme, it's 3 different decks of the same pride. You be proud of how far you've come. To appreciate and acknowledge all that you have created, achieved, and released or experienced before rushing on to the next thing. To be in the moment and enjoy where you are. To take a breath and regather your mind, body, and spirit. To recalibrate, appreciate, and celebrate. To decide on what you really want to experience next. If you take a moment, you're not going to miss out. Perhaps you have just completed a big project, manifested something significant in your life, released an old way of being, or just been burning the candle at both ends. Now is the time to take some time out before rushing on to the next thing. You did it. Enjoy yourself and recalibrate. Go on a vacation, book a massage, take long walks in nature, go away for a rejuvenating weekend to recharge and replenish. Your work your light action step is take a break and breathe. So that's what I got for you right now. More to come.
Do you mind if I jump in again really quick? Because mine kind of goes off of all of that. Okay. So I got a few cards here. I got Seven of Swords, Two of Swords, Three of Swords, and then the Two of Wands in reverse. So the first thing I noticed, the Seven of Swords, there we go. Seven of Swords is usually about somebody being sneaky in your life. But I feel with this message, this person isn't someone else being sneaky in your life. This is you being focused on these 5 swords. Because the next card was the Two of Swords. And there's these 2 swords left behind that you're not paying attention to. Because you're so focused on these 5 swords that you think that you need to take care of right now. But these ravens are holding up these swords saying, no, pay attention to this. And what these 2 swords are that you need to pay attention to is this healing that still needs to be done. Because there's still a hurt there that you're not taking care of because you're so focused on this planning that you got going on over here. With the Two of Wands in reverse, upright, this is usually strategizing and planning and waiting for ships to come in the regular one, but it's just a black cat sitting on these branches, just watching over everything. But right now it's in reverse, so now is not the time for planning because this needs to be dealt with first. So right now is a time for healing and for focus on this hurt to get this taken care of so that we can get this upright again, so that we can move forward with our creativity and our projects that we want to move forward with, that we were so focused on here. But this can't happen because we need to deal with this hurt and we need to deal with this healing, and that's why it's not a time to move forward just yet. It's a time to still pause to deal with that hurt. So that's what I got to play off of Lala's.
I'm gonna play right off of you. The messages that I'm getting are all about your eternal flame. You're not, well, eternal flame is the name of this card, but your internal flame, it's the piece of you that really motivates you to do things. That part of you, you don't even have to put a name on it. It doesn't even have to come from anywhere other than just like know that you know what I'm talking about. This part of you that exists is being rekindled. It's being renewed. It's being reborn. I keep thinking of like, I keep thinking of the never ending story whenever it's like, you're going through and you're looking for the end of the story. You're looking for the answers. You're looking for the win. You're ready for the book to be fixed and everything to go back to normal. Things will never go back to normal. It will always be a new story that you're creating. and I know that that can be hard, and I think that's where the pain is that we're being called to seek and understand, is that maybe in your path you thought that you were going to be somewhere else, or you thought you were going to be someone else, or you thought you were going to dream up something else, and instead you are where you are. And there's nothing wrong with being where you are. There's nothing bad with where you are. In fact, all the messages tonight would prove to say that you should be very proud of where you are and how far you have come and what you have done. But for some reason, you're just not, and you're not giving yourself that like time that's necessary to begin to rebuild. It's like after the never ending story, there was nothing. And so there could be anything. That's where you are. You're in the nothing. So there can be anything, but there also is nothing. It's like, yeah, it's exciting to be there, but it's also a bit devastating to be there. So honor the process and just understand that you are being renewed. You are being, the fires within you are being rekindled, and there will be a rebirth about you when the time is right, exactly when it's meant to happen. And I pulled a few cards from my angel cards, and they speak of purpose, self-worth, and surrender. You don't have to put a label on what it is. You don't have to know exactly what it is that you're going to do here. You don't have to be like, yeah, I am a light worker, and my light work looks like showing up and doing art every single day, and that's what I'm going to do every day. And if I'm not doing that, then I'm not honoring my art. Like, that's taking away from so much more than you have to do here. You're not just here to do your light work, you're here to live your life in so many ways. So you can get distracted because it's all part of life. But right now, you really need to be working on your self-worth and understanding the surrender that it takes to you and your self-worth. You can't keep saying no. You can't keep saying yes to people that you should be saying no to. You can't keep putting yourself into situations that you know are going to drain you. You know, you can't keep going down the same old pathways that aren't getting you where you want to go. It's time to surrender to the process of the path and trust that your purpose will guide you, and be kind. Be kind to my friend, please. Be kind to my friend, because I think you're pretty awesome, and I think you've done quite a lot in this world to be an amazing person. And if I could be nice to you every single day, I would, but I'm not there every day. So can you just do me a favor and be nice to my friend? Because I really like my friend. And they deserve for you to be nice to them. So okay, that's it. That's all I got. I'm feeling pretty complete. Do we feel called to do individual messages for each other, or
Um, I don't know if Becca's fallen asleep or if she's still here, but I know she definitely needs a message
okay?
if she's still here. But yeah, that was it for collective for me.
Lala, do you have any more collective messages? You're on mute, my love.
Sorry.
That's
I
okay.
was gonna try to pull like maybe some DMDF update kind
Sure.
of card from the Twin Flame Ascension.
Go for it. Yeah. By all means.
But I'm not quite ready yet. So
Okay.
I also did have a message come through, and I don't know exactly who it's for. Um, but I don't really want to read it.
Okay.
So it may be for somebody. We'll decide when it comes out, because it could be for me.
Okay. Well,
Uh,
you could always just do the reading, and then it's there, and maybe it resonates when it resonates, and
true.
sometimes that's how it goes, and you know but you do what you
Ye-
want.
Yeah, I'm just working on it. So just give me one more minute if you want to chat amongst yourselves.
Yeah, I think while we wait, let's go ahead and do Becca's reading. just because even if Becca did fall asleep, I want to have it there for her to watch on the replay. And then we can start doing messages for each other because I don't see anybody else in the chat today. It's a pretty quiet Friday. Quiet Friday because it feels like it's midnight when it's only 8 p.m. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Becca. All right, Becca, I have commemoration here for you. Lala, do you mind just if I ask you to put your mic on mute one more time for me, please? Thank you, dear.
My bad.
Okay, no worries. All right, you have commemoration from my Ravens Oracle deck, and it did come in reversed, so we will read the reversed message for it once we get there. We often commemorate events that nobody living now remembers, and while this might honor past sacrifices, sometimes it keeps other things alive too. Here, Kitty Watson prepares for a feast marking a struggle between witches and the Illuminata. There was a great deal of bravery that terrible day, but can our thanks be truly separated from old wounds, old hates, and easily passed down the generations disguised as righteous gratitude? So be mindful to remember the courage and not the aggressor. Be inspired by the rabbits. They happily nibble fungi toxic to humans, but the poison seems to have no effect on them. Instead, they digest only the nutrients. Notice how the sparrow perches beside Kitty's bird's headdress, the large and the small side by side. Make time to celebrate the small things as well as the major. They're like miniature milestones in your life. All right, Becca, so something significant happened for you, and it's something that was caused because of whether it be your past or someone else's past. The past is affecting the situation, and really holding on to events that have happened in the past or allowing events that have happened in the past to shape you. And like I said, this could be you or other people involved as well. It looks like there's quite a conflict going on in your life. The message that Spirit's giving you as far as guidance, well, it's like hate begets hate, pain begets pain. Whatever you want to see grow will grow. So try and put your energy into where you see it needing to go, and try not to let yourself waste too much of your own time worrying and wondering about things that have already passed, because yesterday, even just 2 hours ago, is now just the past. So that's it. That's what I have for you, Becca.
I got 2 cards for yours. Got protection. And I got motivation. So I'll read what the cards say, but the initial message that I'm getting from this is that you are divinely protected. You always have been, you always will be. And the Spirit wants to remind you of that you always have that protection. No matter what's going on in your life, it's only temporary. So they're wanting you to find that motivation that you've lost recently to get back onto the horse, basically. But the protection says, fairies of protection are shielding you with a magical fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking upon any spiritual work. So that could look like doing the bubble of light. That could be any kind of protection spell work. Could be a braid in your hair, just behind your ear. That is protection. And even the crystals are protection as well. So just whatever works for you, just especially when you're amongst energy vampires, just make sure that you have that protection with you before you get into their energy field. And the motivation card says, when spring approaches, the flower fairies urge you to spring into action. So we are on to we're past the midpoint in winter now. We're moving towards spring. So they're saying that soon you need to spring into action. If there's something you've been merely thinking about doing, they say get busy and do it. So I'm not hearing right this second because you have other things that you need to deal with, but just to work on finding that motivation again so that you can get back into action and get back onto the path that you were working on and get back into your happy space. And that's all I got for you.
Was I on unmute the whole time again? Because I didn't.
Probably, but that's okay.
I'm really out of it tonight, you guys. Like genuinely, somebody should have left me on the bus because. Yeah, well, it is what it is. Are you ready, Lala?
I think so. I don't know. Okay, so quite a lot. Just because I like to tap into where we are with the divine masculine and divine feminine energies. I did pull a few cards, which I won't read all of them, but the Twin Flame Ascension is always so profound that I feel like I want to read that. But in general, okay, which one do I want to start with? Sorry. Yeah, so I'll start with this one. DM is currently going to, I asked, where the Divine Masculine Collective is. And so the collective energy is that they are going through a dark night of the soul. And past life healing. So I am going to read those because I already sectioned those parts out, but then I asked for the Divine Feminine also. And then I pulled a couple cards from the deck just to kind of get a visual. And I think I am going to read these cards that I'm not wanting to read. So, shoot. The Dark Night of the Soul. There we go. First of all, the imagery in this, there is a white dove. It kind of looks trippy, like some kind of space, like portal, I don't know. But mastering the ability to surrender is crucial to moving beyond the dark night of the soul and helping you veer away from false illusions. This card suggests that you take ownership of your choices and responsibility for your actions to make better choices going forward. Over time, your reality will align with your higher states of being. The intense challenges are not happening to you, but rather for you. What feels like torment is only guiding you to go deeper within yourself. Listen to your intuition and discover more of who you are. Honor your emotions, integrate your pain, and create expanded consciousness awareness to enliven your spirit and provide personal freedom. If you continue to hold on to things that no longer serve you, it will prolong the shadow period, causing you even deeper soul pain. You are being asked to move beyond your old patterns, belief systems, and programming. Let go of self-judgment and expectations of others. Instead, stand in your own power to awaken your truth and liberate your soul. So Yeah. They're either currently going through a dark night or coming out of it and realizing their divine path, hopefully, or what that journey is. But they have past life, but because they also got Voyager's journey. So it says you're waking up to past life memories that have been embedded within your soul's subconscious memory for many lifetimes. This self-realization process helps you expand your awareness so you can learn more about who you are and what you came to accomplish in this lifetime. Taking a voyage, isn't that how it always works, right? You have a dark night of the soul and then you discover your true journey or path or your next part of your journey. Saying. Okay. This self-realization process helps expand your awareness so you can learn more about who you are and what you came to accomplish. Oh, I read that. Taking a Voyager's journey transpires organically, but most often occurs after physical contact with your twin flame, which triggers the remembrance of ancient truth. It activates a purification process to unlock hidden memories and enable you to understand why you're experiencing particular feelings and emotions. This knowledge helps you understand why you chose specific lessons to master. Past life regression is a great tool to help purge previous soul trauma. Pay attention to your thoughts, feelings, and awareness. As you put the pieces together, you will see the bigger picture. Your revelations will help you identify with your past pain and integrate it with your purpose so you can help others more effectively. Now, this is talking about twin flame, but also remember we have masculine and feminine energies in ourselves, and the masculine energy, is about that drive. Oh, well, partly about that drive, that passion, um, the motivation to do things, to take action, right? So it could apply to relationship, but it also could apply to yourself. So someone may currently be going through a dark night of soul and revisiting past life healing and not necessarily be about a person, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But the feminine energy, we got personal freedom unleashed and rebirth. So because of all this healing that the feminine energy is focusing on currently and will continue to focus on, it will cause a rebirth. So I do want to read that card also because who doesn't love a good transformation and rebirth? I gotta find it. So uno momento. What color is that? Teal. 49. Okay. First of all, I mean, like, I just love butterflies. So if butterflies is your symbol, this one is for you. The rebirth phase of the ascension journey can be an extremely painful process as you are stripped of personal habits, core beliefs, and karmic patterns. This process is referred to as the shaman's death, the death of your old self. Just like the phoenix, you will rise up out of the ashes and step into your new identity, becoming the person you were meant to be. Right, like, because that's what happens after you come out of the dark night, right? Or eventually. Letting go of control will unleash personal freedom. Trust that your heart is leading you in the direction of your destiny. Be gentle with yourself. You are being reborn into someone new. Believe in your journey. Wait, nope. Yes, but no. Believe in your newly, that was complete ad lib. I don't even know. It didn't even say the word journey anywhere on this page. But believe in your newly discovered abilities and affirm that everything you need to fly forward is inside you. When the rebirth card shows up, it suggests that you use this painful period to help others. Doing so will assist you to step out of your own circumstances and awaken your inner flame. This will ignite your soul with passion, making your journey a beautiful expression as you see the gift in your painful quest. So it's a similar mirroring message, right? Seeing the gift, the beauty in your pain, and learning the awareness of there was a reason that happened. And unfortunately, the reason is ugly, but it happened, right? But I don't want to go too deep into that, but it can be painful, but it's also part of your journey. So I don't know, in some way it served a purpose to trigger you, to help you to grow, to heal, to learn, to set better boundaries, whatever that may look like. And then the feminine also got taking responsibility from the what you call it deck, and then I'll be done. I also want to point out that both the masculine and the feminine got 1-1. Yeah, that's kind of neat, right? And oh, I just saw this in the book. So those numbers that at the top, it means each one of them has a different meaning. So 1-1 is balance between your inner masculine and feminine energies. So these 1-1 cards are about your masculine and feminine energies. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, what color is that? Wish they were numbered. It's the only thing that's kind of weird. Take responsibility. Sorry. Oh my gosh, why is it so hard? Not. 1-1. Acknowledge. 26. There we go. I was looking for the wrong keyword. Taking responsibility for your actions gives you the momentum to create your own reality. When you come to terms with what no longer works in your life and realize that your current status is an accumulation of previous choices, you will recognize how inner feelings impact your life. The first step towards your own truth is to acknowledge that you carry the power within you to make positive life decisions that align with your heart's desire. This card implies that you are the key holder of your destiny, and no one except you can unblock your hidden potential. If you're unhappy with yourself, your life, or your relationships, or even your career, only you can take necessary actions that will shift your situation, making you the alchemist of your reality. I feel this is a really important message somebody needs to hear, is that they need to realize they are the alchemist of their reality, and that you do have to take some real world actions. This is not for everybody. This is a particular somebody. You do have to take real world actions in order to align with those things. But you're being called to rise above limitations, or being asked to say perceived limitations that have caused you to focus on what is outside of yourself, which creates separation between you and all that is. Making this conscious connection with your inner soul flame will set your soul on fire and light your path, resulting in a brighter future. So that last part was not for everybody, but there was a reason why I had to find it. I do also want to share this icky one because I do think that it's for someone. I'd never used this deck, so it's this In the Shadows Oracle cards. And the first card that I got that popped out, and of course I had to clarify because I'm like, what? Is yes, it's too late. I'm still waiting for an apology. Leaving you hurt me too. And I know more than you think. So I don't know who that's for or what exactly that pertains to, but it didn't sound too encouraging, so I didn't dig too much into it, but it seems that the shadow work for someone, or maybe for the masculine collective, maybe that's what that was for, I don't know, is that they may be stuck on some thoughts of some resentment towards something. And it's too late, or they perceive at the time it's too late. I don't know. I don't like to give that kind of message. So I feel like I'm going to give one more for clarity. What are they waiting for an apology for? We are more alike than I like to admit. I'm forcing it because I'm like, you're anxiously like waiting, like, what is it gonna say? All right, that's the one. I know we have a soul connection. So it's not going to tell me what it's about. But there's maybe some apology that somebody needs to make. Amanda, you have something to say?
That's that fits very well, and also the waiting for an apology set me off. So I guess I have a little bit of shadow work around that specific sore point because I went off on him in my head because it's the other way around. But that's okay.
Mm-hmm. Right, that's why it's like a perception, right? Like that's maybe part of their shadow work in the dark night of the soul is realizing their ego in that situation and realizing that they're waiting for an apology, but maybe they're the one that needs to apologize. And so you're at a standstill because they're not getting it.
Yeah, no, there's no way I'm going to apologize because I didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah. So I hope that was helpful for you. I don't know. I never used this deck, so that's why I'm like,
Thank you,
this,
Bella.
yeah. This one's much more encouraging. It's more positive, the Hidden Truth Oracle. But
Do you want to grab a couple from that one?
do you want me to?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Because that felt like a direct message from him, and he refuses to talk to me other than through tarot messages and the 5D.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I got a lot that just flew out. He says a lot. All right, so these are short, so it's I left when I saw you with someone. I couldn't let you get close to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm becoming a better person.
That's true.
I got chills just now. I'm starting to understand our connection, and I knew exactly what I was doing.
Mm-hmm. You sure did.
And I got chills when I said I knew exactly what I was doing. So, Amanda, you and I may have to have a personal reading or something. This deck wants to talk to you.
Yep.
But maybe that applies to other people as well. So thanks for allowing the space for that. And I may actually listen to it again and analyze my own situation on that
Yeah.
apology part. Because I kind of feel like maybe there is a misunderstanding in my connection that maybe the reason why we're not in communication is because he's waiting for an apology. I don't know what about exactly, but maybe that's the work. That's the shadow work, right?
Yep.
Or having the communication.
And being kind to my friend. Don't forget to be kind to my friend. In the
Right.
process of whatever it is that you're doing, just don't forget to be kind to yourself.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely need to work on that trigger because I internally went into an explosion of internal screaming at that card. So
Yeah.
maybe I do have a little tiny bit of anger left.
But think about how far you've come.
Oh yeah.
Think about how far you've come. You're way farther now than you were before. That's a million times better than you were yesterday. So it's
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, he sure does.
Mhm.
Okay. Just saying.
Yep.
Well, do you guys want to do any personal messages just for each other in this space?
Yeah. Yes.
Definitely after that.
Yes, of course.
Personal messages. I think I'm gonna pull from my fairy tarot cards. Do 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 do. Are there any more collective messages?
BRB.
Dun, 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 dun. That was my little interlude music for you, in case you were wondering. That was just a special announcement just for you guys here in this space.
That was amazing.
Thanks, Amanda. Here for at least however much longer we will be here. I pulled one more collective message and then I'm gonna pull individuals, but I just want to leave the collective on a farewell, on a note of farewell. And I kind of love this farewell card because it's a young girl holding her dragon. And I want to stay in this space that she's in forever. There's like a basket of strawberries on the ground. There's like sparrows flying there. The clouds are gorgeous. This little dragon loves her. She loves this dragon. I don't want to leave. Why am I saying farewell? I want to stay here forever. This is magical. What? My little girl heart is broken. But it's very it's very telling of the energy we sit in today. And that maybe that's a little bit as to why we feel the way we feel and things are where they are because our little girl hearts are broken. The dream has shattered into a million pieces and it cannot be picked back up and put back into one. And it's just time to say goodbye. It's time to say farewell to that dream so that you may have new ones come in to fill its place. So, farewell, toodaloo, ta-da, and let's do some individual messages. Amanda, I'm going to pull for you since you're just the person I see on my screen right now. So, for Amanda, please, Spirit, what does Amanda need? Are you sure, Spirit? Can we shuffle over?
I need to know which decks you want.
I don't know what decks you have. That's the problem.
Well, what I got out currently is In the Shadows, Oracle cards, Hidden Truth Oracle cards, Twin Flame Ascensions, the Light to Years Tarot, which is my DM deck, which is a good one. Divine Feminine, and Work Your Light.
I think I want the last one you just held up, the Rebecca Campbell one.
The Rebecca Campbell, Work Your Light.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see the one you mentioned before that one.
The Divine Feminine.
Yeah.
It's Mary Magdalene.
Yes, please.
Okay. Cool.
All right, Amanda.
I have yours, Kristen. When
do you want to go first, or do you want your message first?
No, you go first.
Okie dokie. So you have the world, which says a brilliant success, the freedom to go in any direction, a journey that is now complete. I got very similar messages for you than that you've had like repeating for the last few weeks now. Your cycle is complete. Okay. All of this, excuse me, the divine masculine that's like making you have these thoughts and getting you all riled up and having this effect over you, this part of your journey is now complete. You are allowed to say goodbye to it. You don't have it has served its purpose for you. And so that's really great. I love that for you because that means that you no longer need to know where it's going to go or what he's going to say or what he's doing or how things are because you've completed the journey. Wow, that's amazing. I love that for you. But we have the Six of Spring in reverse. You don't feel like you've completed your journey. You're not feeling the vibe. You're not like the victory is not here. The journey still feels open. The door's still revolving. So you're not feeling the wonderfulness of the journey being complete, even though you should be feeling the wonderfulness. So let go of expectations, let go of what it needs to be, let go of what any of it needs to be, period. Whether it's letting go or holding on or what, that doesn't matter. Let just be you in your space and allow the epiphanies that come to you guide you. You're not going to be, everybody's different, everybody's path is different, but for you specifically, your path is guided by your divine epiphanies. You have these like random moments where you're just like, aha, I get this. Okay, makes sense. Go in this direction. And it hasn't happened yet. So you're in the period of basically trusting that it will happen for you. And when it happens, then you'll be able to feel the journey being complete, like you should. So don't beat yourself up. Be nice to my friend. Be nice to my friend. That aha moment will find you just like it always does, just like it always has. Keep trusting, keep allowing your epiphanies to come to you. Let go of your worry and your fear and understand the truth of the situation. Sometimes it's not always easy to understand the truth of the situation, or sometimes we understand the truth, but we don't want it to be. But just let it, it's going to happen naturally for you. That's it. That's all I have for you, Amanda. Positive changes are on the way. Keep your head up.
Yeah, I looked into my astrological chart to figure out why I'm stuck, even like because it's been completed for months now. The cycle's been over for at least half a year. So I looked at my astrological chart to figure out what's going on. And I found out that Uranus is in retrograde in Taurus, which is also where my Jupiter is currently sitting. And Jupiter is my lucky planet because I'm a day chart, not a night chart. So if your sun is above the horizon on your birth chart, so the top half of the chart, then you're a day chart and Jupiter is your lucky planet. If it's on the bottom half, then you're a night chart and Venus is your lucky planet. So my happiness and completion and luck and abundance and all of the good stuff is being kind of overshadowed by doom and darkness and death and decay and all of that. So that's why I have that stuck feeling of I'm supposed to be abundant right now. Why am I not abundant? Why am I not like moving on to the next steps?
Right.
So all of that fits perfectly astrologically with what's going on with my chart right now. So that's perfect.
Perfect.
So yours is beautiful. I'm going to read from the book. I think they're short, so it should be short, but I have 3 cards for you. And I love this. This is amazing. So you got Emerald City, which is number 29. And then you got the Blue Fairy, which is number 27. And then you got Sleeping Beauty, which is number 5. So the initial message that I'm getting from this is your life feels like a dream right now. And like sometimes it's the dream that you've been dreaming, and sometimes it's a nightmare that you can't really wake up from. But it never feels like real life. It feels like you're in this constant dream state. And you're constantly asking the Blue Fairy when you get to be a real boy. And it is real life. Like the Emerald City is right there. You've reached what you've wanted to accomplish. You don't need to keep asking the Blue Fairy to grant your wishes. They've already been granted. You just need to wake up. But let's see what the book says. So, Emerald City. Okay. So it says, the road was long and sometimes perilous, but look at you now. You've reached your goal. You've made your way to Emerald City. This time should be one of celebration and reward. You ought to be proud of what you've done. You should rest a little. And congratulate yourself. The adventure will go on for sure, but for now, enjoy your achievements, for they're truly amazing. And the Blue Fairy says, rejoice and feel blessed. Your prayers have been heard, and your wishes are about to be granted, even though they've already been granted. You fought very hard to get where you are now. But the thing is, you've never lost hope nor faith. Therefore, you will be rewarded. This card really comes to you as a blessing and a good omen. So just relax. Again, rest, celebrate, and say thank you. Your dream is about to come true very, very soon. When actually it already has. And last one, Sleeping Beauty. That says, and most importantly, rest. So all 3 of them say that you need to rest right now. Just rest and relax and be with yourself. You've exhausted yourself lately, having to face bad witches and curses. So your body badly needs a holiday. Don't fight against the current. Break away from your everyday life. Take the time to sleep well, think calmly, and rejuvenate. Things will work out fine once you come back from this little time off. So, rest, take a break, take some time for yourself. You've already gotten all of your dreams, they have already come true. You just need to give yourself a little bit of a break for now. That's it.
Yeah, it's like the image of the hamster on the wheel that just keeps going and going and going, even though the food's like already been placed on the ground and the hamster could stop and just like chill out and eat. But like I'm so used to being on the wheel that I can't help but keep running, even though all I want to do is sit down and eat that food. Yeah, thanks, Amanda. I needed that.
You're welcome.
I have your messages or yeah, okay. So, and then you guys both can do mine, I guess, after or whatever. So Kristen, since we're still on you, I'll just start with you. You got from the Work Your Light. I love this card. The Starseed, what lights you up? Look how dreamy this card is. It's beautiful, right? So kind of going along with what Amanda's was saying is like use this time to just continue to dream about the things that light you up and about who you are and what you want to do and serve and whatever. But now is not necessarily the time for action on all of those things. But I do want to read the book from it. It says starseeds are souls with a double mission. Um, to raise their own consciousness and the consciousness of the planet. They're all old souls. I almost said odd souls, but it's both are true. You are an odd soul. They are old souls who have incarnated elsewhere beyond this planet. Many starseeds arrive with a feeling that time is running out and that there is something that they came here to do or to create or to contribute. If you pulled this card, it is to confirm that you are a starseed and you are being encouraged to answer the call, to follow what lights you up. Once awake, most starseed souls find it hard to have meaningless conversations, jobs, and relationships. They innately know that there is much more to life and feel that there is something more and to get to work. They remain restless until they step into their calling, which is to light up the world in their unique presence. Starseeds are scattered all over the planet, in hospitals and in schools, in slums and mansions, on stages and in edit suites, in parks and nightclubs, and taxis and theme parks. Many starseeds spend parts of their lives trying to fit in or in some form of spiritual closet. If you're dimming your light to fit in, it is time that you stop and start embracing the unique light that you came here to share. And treat your time on Earth like a glorious vacation. And your Work Your Light journal prompt is what lights you up? So, yes, I feel it was, I don't know if you resonated with that, but I felt
Yes,
good
so
saying it.
very much on point. Gave me chills, chills, chills.
And also you got the Soul Family card. So it says, call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. It's time, and also, okay, I'll just continue to hold it up because there's lots of imagery in here. We got dolphins and whales doing backflips. It's time to call in your soul family and support team. People who get you at soul level. People who are the same kind of weird as you. Here we are. The odd souls. Oh my gosh, Kristen, you need to do a remake of the Fairly Odd Parents and Fairly Odd Souls. Oh my gosh. Anyways, um, where was that? People who are the same kind of weird as you. People who are your chosen family. They are coming and they are looking for you. If you haven't found them yet, this is a sign that they are close by. But in order for them to find you and recognize you when they do, it's important that you stop dimming your light and let yourself truly be seen. If you have already found them, then you're being called to let them support you and perhaps also assemble a wider support team. Your support team can consist of all types of people, such as a therapist, coach, mentor, or healer. Tune in to what kind of support you need now. And then your Work Your Light action is to call in your support team now, it says. So, yes, now. So, I just want to say that, I am always here for you and call upon me whenever you shall need, friend.
You know, it's funny, you would think I wouldn't need the reminder, but I really do. I do need thank you. I needed the reminder on both levels to call in my soul family and my star family, like all of them. Yeah, no, you guys are essential for me in my life in so many ways. I can't say how grateful I am for you and the many beautiful ways that we support one another and share this life with one another. It's yeah, invaluable to me. Thank you, Lala.
Yes, you're welcome. But you also got one more card, and this one kind of is what we talked about either earlier or the other day. But what do you see in this image? Is it similar to the other one? Is that similar to that Glastonbury castle that you were talking about? Yeah. Trust your path, it says. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? So I gotta find that question real quick. Trust your path, trust your path. 38. So it says the universe is conspiring. Keep facing your true north. Your job is not to pave the path, but to simply keep facing your true north and take one step after another. If you do this, you can't go wrong. The universe is conspiring. It felt the need to reiterate that. Don't waver or doubt. Use your heart as a compass and put one foot in front of the other. If you follow the invisible trail of what lights you up, you will light up the world without even trying. Most people don't follow the highest call of their soul because they are waiting to see the end of the destination before they take the first step. If you take one baby step each day, within a year you will have taken 365 steps in the dedicated direction. If you want to write a book, write a page every day. If you want to change careers, do one thing every day in the dedication to that. Before you know it, in just a year from now, you will turn back and look in awe at how far you have journeyed. Keep moving and open yourself up to a whole new level of support and receiving. Things are not going to work out the way you are planning, but if you have a little faith and keep showing up, they will work out even better than you could possibly imagine. Don't micromanage the universe. Trust your path and let your soul lead the way. And so, again, the journal prompt says, if you knew you would be supported no matter what would you do? Yeah, that don't micromanage the universe. That one's
No, I could micromanage the universe all day. Okay, that's one of my favorite things to try and do is to pretend I'm micromanaging the universe. Yeah, but yeah, not actually managing the universe. The universe and I we work together, right? It's a team effort.
And just one other one. I'm not going to read the book on it, but you'll know what it means. Trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? So in relation to all of that, what is your niggling feeling trying to tell you? It's just a little side message. Unless you really want me to read the card on that one too.
Thanks, Molly. You should probably read the card on that one too. But just go.
You should probably just go ahead.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm here for it. I got time. I don't know about you, but
Yep.
Trust. It's number 42. 42. Sorry, you had a lot that popped out. But I thought that card is also, if you look at this card real quick, just because you were mentioning that Glastonbury thing and like how the picture reminded you, look in the background of this picture. It's like this person is just dropped out of the sky. You see it? So maybe you need to manifest a way to just drop out of the sky. Or You can read that in several different ways, like your DM kind of just appeared into your life, or however you want to interpret that. But I thought it was interesting. Trust the niggle. That niggling feeling, that annoying niggling feeling. That inconvenient, annoying, niggling feeling. Try as you might, it's there and it ain't going anywhere. Most people spend years ignoring their niggling feelings, throwing their best dollops of stubbornness, ego, and post-rationalization to numb them out. It's exhausting. And until you face the niggle, life just throws you a little more bait to awaken it, to draw your attention to the light within you that is bursting to come out. The niggle is an arrow pointing to what is standing in your way. The relationship, the conversation, the decision, the shift that needs to be made, the stone in your shoe. Often we feel that niggling feeling in our body first. Many people think that intuition is something from the higher realms, but in fact, it is the body that is the intuitive one, working through our senses to deliver vibrational information. It takes just a moment every day to scan your body to receive the intuitive intelligence and act on it quickly. You're being called to face the niggle now. I'm so tired of saying that word. If you don't face it, the universe will throw something much bigger and more obvious in your path. And then you will likely regret that you didn't answer the niggle in the first place. I know it's scary, but you are safe. Answer the answer the sorry. Answer the niggle now. It says. What is your niggling feeling trying to tell you? Is the journal prompt. I don't know if you have a niggling feeling, but if you do, what is it trying to tell you?
Yes,
Okay.
Lala, I do have a niggle. The niggle talks to me every single day. And actually, I was just talking about my niggle to to my DM earlier. So it's a funny card that should pop up. But yes, I will listen to the niggle. Thank you,
That's
Lala.
so funny. Sorry, that word was getting to me. Saying it over and over.
We need t-shirts with listen to the niggle.
Yeah, right. Okay. Amanda, where did your cards go? Oh. Well, you asked for one from from this deck, and I'll be straight up honest with you. I don't know this deck very well. So I've only pulled from it like once, probably. And so this one, it's for you. And okay, so I only pulled one for you, but I can pull more if you really want me to. But because I pulled yours first and then Kristen's, and hers just kind of went. There's a lot of feelings that came out. Yours might be short and to the point. I don't know. But I do want to read the background of who this chick is. You got 8, I don't know how you say it. Aradne, Mistress of the Labyrinth.
Oh, she's so pretty.
Yeah. So she's holding a red ball of yarn. And she has this like labyrinth in the back, lightning bolts. It says, "My soul knows the way, and the only way is through." But I want to read the background because I kind of peeked into what it was and I was like, ooh, but maybe there's a lesson in the background story. It's kind of dark at first, just fair warning, but it's for you, so it doesn't really, that darkness doesn't scare you. So it says, I wish I knew how to say her name. Ariadne. I'm just gonna call her Ari, okay? Because I don't know. Ari represents the love and support available to us when we dare to be courageous. Ares is known as being both a Greek goddess and the human daughter of Minos, king of Crete. Her father put her in charge of the labyrinth, where 7 human sacrifices were made every 7 years to appease the Minotaur who lived within, or within it. The Minotaur had the head of a bull and the body of a man. He preyed on those who got lost in the dark. One year, a valiant and heroic man named Theseus went into the labyrinth to slay the Minotaur and end the sacrifices. Eri fell madly in love with him and gave him a sword to kill the Minotaur and a ball of red thread so that he could find his way back out of the labyrinth and into the light. Ancient Greek myths were oral. What? Sorry, I must be getting giggly. Ancient Greek myths were oral. So there are varying accounts of Theseus and like just spoken, I guess. Okay. Oral. That just sent me somewhere else. Sorry. So there are varying accounts of Theseus and Ares eloping after his success or others where they consort Dionysus, the Greek god of ritual madness and religious ecstasy, chases after her and pleads with her to return to him. Whichever way to return to him, whatever. Whichever way the story ends, the constant is that Ares' love and support changed the fate of so many who would have otherwise been lost to the labyrinth. So when your soul selects her card, it is a symbol of the hope, the divine assistance, and the step-by-step process we can take to move through a difficult time or to confront an injustice in our life. She helps Theseus because he's daring to end a pattern of madness. He's willing to do whatever needs to be done to stop the injustice. She gives him the tools to create his desired outcome. He is successful because of her, and she assists him because he acts with courage. Her message is that our courage is always in some way rewarded. When we seek to end an unnecessary pattern or routine that is no longer serving us, even though, in parentheses, even though we initially created it in the effort to keep us safe, it can feel as insurmountable as facing a horned part man, part beast that lives in a dark maze inside of us. Pure terror. But the soul already wants our freedom. Always, not already. The soul always wants our freedom. The divine is what liberates, not confines. It might feel like we can't find our way out of this situation, this maze, but we can. We can trust the soul knows the way through, and that spirit support is a given. Ari wants us to be brave so that she can fall in love with our actions. She is both a goddess and a human. She gets our fear, but she also knows just how much power we hold as well. So it has a soul voice meditation. It says, what allows me to feel supported while doing the inner work? And then an intention, my soul knows the way, and the only way out is through. I don't know if that resonated with you.
Yeah, so that's basically the same message that Kristen gave me. That I'm trapped in my head in the situation, but I'm not actually trapped. But I will find my way through it.
Yes. Yes. Okay, I'm done. Oh, unless you feel like I need to pull something else, because I really wasn't sure if that was going to resonate with you, because again, I don't really use this deck, so.
No, I'm on the Greek mythology at the moment anyway. So that was actually like the perfect way to get the message to me. That's actually one of my favorite Greek stories.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So that's why the whole time you were reading, I was nodding like, yes, I understand the labyrinth. I've been obsessed with mazes my whole life. That's why that's one of my favorites.
Hmm.
I always expect to find the Minotaur in a maze.
All right. Well, slay the inner beast within.
I make friends with the Minotaurs. I don't slay them. We make friends and convince him to stop bothering the people.
Okay, well, whatever works. Just stop slaughtering the people.
Um, so Solaris wanted a reading as well. Do we want to do Lala's first, or do we want to do Solaris and then Lala's?
It's up to you guys.
I feel fine to do if you want to do Solaris and then we can do Lala. I already have Lala's cards pulled, but we can do Solaris first.
That's cool. I'll be back then.
Yeah, I figured Lala might want a little bit of a break anyways, because that was a good long-winded. So let her get a drink or something and then come back to it. So
Okay, perfect. So I have a card already pulled for Solaris, and then I don't know if you want to pull one as well. That's up to you. So I got 2 messages in this one card. So the card is Faith, and it says trust, unwavering confidence. But if you take a look at the card, I know that this is like a known Jesus symbol thing with the heart and the flames and all that. But all I saw when I first saw this card was the cover from the 90s remake of Romeo and Juliet. So I got an instant message of there is a message in that movie for you, and you need to go and watch that movie. I don't know where the message is. They just said for you to watch that movie. So the Leo Claire Danes 1990s Romeo and Juliet. You need to watch that. But the message from the book that says the belief that something will take place or is right or is a particular way can be called faith. Faith is quiet and helpful, offers contentment and calm. It has not bravado, and it need not insist on its rightness. Faith is something we have too, and we observe it in the best of those we call humans, the warm-blooded ones of whom you are one. It's a beautiful gift that you humans have to be believers in this quiet, gentle way. Faith is not always beautifully expressed. Faith is a loving, amazing quality, but it must be attached to something that is worthwhile. When this card arrives at your door, it's best to examine what it is you have faith in. What is faith to you? Were you taught faith as a child, and did you lose faith at one point? For you are often taught to believe in things that do not deserve your faith. It may now be time to relearn what it is you have enduring constant hope for, what you know will come to be, even if your eyes may never see it. And we know about faith, the persistent notion that all will be well in time. For we live with this faith. Without it, we would be dead inside. The human spirit has faithfulness at its core, at its best. To have faith is to remain loyal, but in a truly heartfelt way. Tender, moving, and full of grace, your faith may soon return to you. Choose wisely in what you place this gift of your faith. And that is it for my message for you.
Solaris, I have a message for you. It's an interesting message because I'm getting kind of mixed emotions here. Is that there's a sort of magic about you and about your life right now and about what you're experiencing, but yet you catch yourself dreaming of the old days or dreaming of better days or dreaming of different days, whatever it may be. There's an element here of not necessarily being fully connected with the magic that is about you now. Like when I was looking at this card, there are teeny tiny details, synchronicities in this card that's like there's a mouse, there's a sprite, there's a bumblebee, and the bumblebee is drawing on a piece of paper. There's a castle, a dandelion, a jack-o'-lantern that's the size of an apple, where there's a jackrabbit sitting outside, a tic-tac-toe game on the floor, a kitty cat. There's just I could keep going. There's a million and one signs in this, but yet the person in the image just seems to be kind of looking off. Like it's not that they're not noticing the signs, but it's just like it's not doing it for them anymore. Like where's the magic in it? Where's the fun? Where's the joy? And what spirit's telling me is that there are old ghosts at play. There are old parts of yourself that are keeping you from seeing the magic. That it's not necessarily, it's like your monkey mind lying to yourself. Things are better than they appear. Things are better than they appear. Things are happening in life better than your brain is telling you they're happening to you. And then there's last message here is about vulnerability and the strength that you particularly have in being your vulnerable self. I don't really know much other than spirit wants you to be vulnerable in being your honest and authentic self. Only the brave and open-hearted dare to allow themselves to be vulnerable, for it requires courage to take down all walls and expose your humanness. Your angel guidance is to become aware of your defense mechanisms, which keep you separate from others in the divine. Ask your angels to help you dissolve your masks and barriers so that your fragile true self can emerge like a butterfly from its cocoon. The reward is freedom, love, and a sense of inner safety. So dare to be vulnerable and open. Your affirmation is vulnerability is my strength. That's it. Da-da, Lala doesn't appear to be back yet for her readings. Oh, just
Nope,
kidding.
there we go.
Sorry, I'm here. I was just
Okay.
doing a little personal reading of myself with these hidden oracles. Sorry.
You're okay. Would you like your reading now, Lala?
I would. Yes,
All right.
ma'am.
Your reading from me is a bit short and sweet, and I don't really have any excuse for you other than that's just where spirit, this is what spirit wants me to tell you. That's it. Because I really tried to pull from other decks and just one card. That doesn't ever happen. So you have the Ace of Autumn. I want you to just take a minute, look at this card, see the magic, see this beautiful little fairy girl sitting on her pile of mushroom logs or whatever. I see this card as this person, for some reason, whenever I immediately saw it, it looked like you doing tarot, like holding up a tarot card and really making money off of it. So it says a windfall of money, advice, or assistance from others, a very successful project, and a happy change in your career. So really, Lala, what Spirit wants you to know is that the universe sees the steps you're taking. Everything is met with a minute change that you make can ripple into something big and echoey in the universe. So keep making the changes that you're making, or keep doing whatever it is that you're doing, because you are on this path towards bringing in this financial success and having a happy change in your career, and it being something that you've built for yourself, something that you've really built like a solid foundation off of, and something that you can really enjoy. Look at that smile. Yeah. So that's it. That's all I got for you. It's short and sweet tonight. This is your message. It's not necessarily, just keep doing what you're doing. Keep the energy you're in is great, and it's going to bring you into alignment with the things that you desire.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I also only got one card. but it's from the Cosmic Dancer. There we go. Cosmic Dancer. So I'm definitely going to read from the book on this, and it is a bit of a longer read. So you get a bit of a longer message from me.
You see the card? Yeah.
So you got improvise.
Oh, like the triangles.
Yeah, it's got like it's not a full Merkaba, but it's pretty close.
Yeah. It's more like a Sri Lanka, or not Sri Lanka, a Sri Yantra.
Yeah, I like it.
That's a country, right? Sri Lanka.
Yes,
That's not what I meant.
that's okay.
It's getting late.
So it says, great treasures are waiting for you in the most unexpected places. It's time to take a detour onto a road less traveled. First, you must release attachment to a particular destination or outcome. Free up your sense of playful spontaneity and dare to step bravely into the unknown. The universe desires to co-create with you. Relinquish your concrete plans and rigid expectations to signify your willingness to dance gracefully with the cosmic mystery and wild divine. Relax, flow, and let go. Like a dancer who forgoes choreography in favor of improvisation, throw off mental constrictions, banish the need to control, and trust in your innate ability to align with whatever is required. After all, the only constant is change. Surrendering to change with an open mind and a light-hearted sense of curiosity will allow you to free yourself of stagnant energy, break out of tired old patterns, unlock spontaneous blessings, and discover spur-of-the-moment solutions. Imagine that you are at the very center of the great mandala of life, where you can choose from the countless paths and forms your journey can take as you travel outward towards the edge. Have you been stuck in one way of doing things, one vision for how things should look? If so, you're missing out on so much magic and so many possibilities. Shake yourself out of the rut by choosing a new approach and seeing your whole situation in a radically different light. We really don't know what's going to happen. The future is a field of wide open potentiality. So make love to the mystery. Open your heart, body, mind, and energy to all that you don't know and can't predict. This will allow you to step inside each circumstance and become its truth and wisdom. From there, all doors are open to you. Beautiful improvisational, you know what I'm saying. Dance only occurs when you get out of your head and let your instincts take over. Stop the tendency to overthink by imagining your mental chatter dropping from your head and dissolving into your live and expansive heart space. Once you do, you will open to a vast field of glorious possibility. To bring this wisdom into your body, put on music that makes your body want to move. This may not be the same style of music you normally enjoy. For example, your body may be in the mood for hard rock, even though you generally prefer classical. Dim the lights and let your body flow and sway in any way it desires. If you notice your movements flowing in a familiar pattern, let that pattern transform into something that surprises you. Let your thoughts fall away and give your body license to move in a way it's never moved before. Improvisation calls for a vulnerable, sensitive state of empty presence. This gives the universe space to join you in a dance. And that's it.
Thank you.
Welcome.
I was enjoying that visualization also.
Beautiful.
You're supposed to just put on some music and do some spontaneous dancing.
Yes.
I love
It's
that deck.
interesting. I have been feeling the need to rock out a lot more than usual lately on my drive to work and stuff, or drive home from work. I've been playing some like oldies but goodies, like Rage Against the Machine and oh, what was the other one? Older alternative rock. Like oh gosh, what's that one song? This Is How You Remind Me.
Oh, I love that song.
Never made me miss a blind man or wise man, whatever. Yeah.
Torment feeling. This is how you remind me of what I really am. Not like you, so I'm
So
sorry.
sorry.
What's for different story?
Was waiting for a heart that's breaking. Whatever. That was not even the words.
I've been down. Okay, to the bottom of every. Okay, now I'm done.
I've been
I
jamming
did
out
like
to that one.
I did like a full mosh pit earlier today to someone rewriting the lyrics to "We Didn't Start the Fire" to just
Yes.
spitting off every single dinosaur that's ever existed.
Nice.
Sweet.
And on that note, I think we're done. Have we done all our messages for the day? Have we tarot and chilled to the max tonight, guys? Oh my gosh.
Absolutely.
That was amazing. Does that come through on like YouTube or only on
We'll
Zoom?
see, probably.
That's hilarious.
Oh goodness, gotta love YouTube. Yeah. Lucy, yeah. Yeah. Okay.
The balloons just popped up, so yeah, they did come through.
Good. Awesome. We just needed a little celebration over here. That's all.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you all so much for being here this week, and thank you for sharing messages. What a beautiful week it has been. Friday Tarot and Chill, beautiful as always. I'm gonna bring back the love splash. Hit you with one, and yeah, namaste. We'll catch you all in the next video. If you're in the Cove, stay in the Discord. We're gonna do something on Sunday, probably a craft night because we're into those. Those are the thing right now. So craft night in the Cove Sunday. See you there, be square. Catch y'all next time. Ta-da. Bye.